Okay, so it's me again. My hair is a little bit better now. I'm about to be going outside, going out with the family, to try and get me out of the house. Been kind of cooped up here all week. So what I want to talk about now is my name. My name, especially being pagan, as I said in my introduction video, my name is very important to me. It's a big part of the religion. It's a big part of the craft, all that kind of stuff. And, when people call me a name that I don't agree with, my family calls me Nikki, and old friends, especially because of, certain things to do with PTSD, that name is actually a big trigger for me. It really sets me off. Not, it being another person's name, but people calling me Nikki, people calling me Bug. That was my nickname as a kid. So that's kind of triggering for me, and I've kind of outlined a set of names that I'm comfortable with, especially, I'm genderqueer. I had a lot of trouble with that, actually, with coming to terms with that, especially with even a lot of people in the trans community. The view is, there's no place for people who are genderqueer. You don't just get to pick and choose. If it doesn't bother you and people use whatever pronoun, why do you bother, etc., etc. And sometimes it does. Sometimes, I get bothered by the she pronoun. Sometimes I get bothered by the he pronoun. It really, it's not something that I really know how to deal with as far as, telling other people. But, I've outlined a set of names. Some names I feel better with when I'm more feminine. Nicolette, Nico, that's my nickname at work. I usually feel a lot better about those. Nicholas and Nick are usually what I go with online, especially, I feel they command a little bit more respect. They seem more respectful, probably because of some misogynistic bullshit in my LDS family, my LDS way of being raised of, women are lesser. So it's probably something to do with that, but that doesn't mean that you should respect it any less. You can call me Nick, Nicolette, Nicholas, Nico, and Loki. Loki is actually a nickname that I ended up with. I was 15. Going with the dissociative identity disorder, one of my alters took over for about a year, and that's what he had everyone call him, Loki. So now even my fiance calls me that. So we're both Loki. So it does get a little bit confusing. Sometimes my fiance calls me Nick, but it's just a nickname. And so sometimes we call him Loki O. That's short for his middle name, Octavian, and that kind of makes it easier. And usually we know, if you have two friends who are the same name, which I actually grew up with two friends named Aaron. They're both named Aaron, and everyone else uses last names. But when we're in our little circle of friends, we don't really, who you're talking to. So it kind of gets like that. We know which Loki we're talking to. Especially, we're very different. We're both genderqueer. That's one thing that we share. But he is a mother of 3 children. He's a parent of 3 children. He is older than me. He has bright red hair, and a nose piercing, and pointy teeth, and his favorite color is red. He dresses in red. He likes bright reds, and I like, darker reds and pinks. I actually really like the color pink. I hate the way it looks with my skin tone, which you'll actually find that I feel that way a lot about different colors. I don't like the way green looks on my skin. I don't like the way pink looks on my skin. Peach, orange, blue, navy blue especially. So maybe that's a self-esteem issue. But for now, pink doesn't exactly look good on me. So I stick to darker reds, blacks. You can never go wrong with black. Unless, people think you're going to a funeral, which no one ever thinks that, actually. So that's good. No one's ever asked me, hey, are you on your way to a funeral? Even when I was actually on my way to a funeral, the funeral the dress that I wore to my mom's funeral was black with white spots. There's actually a story behind that. I'm running a little bit, long on this video, but there's a picture of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my mom, my aunt, my sister, and my older cousin. And we're all wearing black and white polka dots. Actually, I think my cousin and I are wearing blue and white, but, it's polka dots. And there's a whole picture, and we're all matching, and it's a picture that I have somewhere around here. I hold it really close to my heart. It's one of the only pictures that I have of my mom, because she hated being photographed. And so I wore a black dress with white spots to her funeral. My hair was purple, which was actually her favorite color at the time. Her favorite color has always been purple and pink, but, at the time I was like, you know what, I'm going to dye my hair for that. So we're at about 6 minutes, which was my first video, so I'm going to cut it off here. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on any of the various social media sites that I am on, whatever I've posted this to. So take care. Bye.